So this is Scrubby. This is our old man kitty. And he has got a really bad abscess in his left cheek from a bad tooth. I'm trying to get right in front of him so that you can see. Here's his jaw and his cheek. Right. Okay, sorry, my camera died. Scrubby's eating now. The first things we noticed that he was losing some weight and his coat was looking a little ragged. He wasn't cleaning himself. So we noticed this past Sunday night, early into Monday morning, that he was getting a little even thinner than he already is. And a few hours after we noticed he was looking a little scrawny and he wasn't eating very well, we noticed that his cheek was puffed up really bad. And we realized that he had an abscessed tooth. And so he's gone to the doctor, and he's still having trouble eating, even with completely wet food. We have had to change his diet to completely wet, soft food for him. He can't eat hard food at all. So the vet, tried to drain the abscess, but Scrubby is 18 years old and he gets extremely stressed out. Try to see if I can get his cheek in there so you can see how swollen it is. His little head in the big bowl. You can tell in real life. You can tell really. This is his normal cheek right here. There's his cheekbone. Give me some more food.
Look over here.
And you can tell, like, right there, he's having a hard time. He's trying to, move the food around in his mouth and swallow, and he's having a hard time with it. Hi, sweetheart. So he gets really stressed out even going to well kitty visits at the vet. So this was very stressful for him to go while he's sick. As soon as the vet put the needle in to try to drain the abscess, Scrubby just went ballistic. They did take him back to a treatment room to try to drain it back there, and that didn't work either. So we've got antibiotics, 10 days worth of antibiotics that we started on Monday, and they sent some pain medicine home because it is painful. It's very, very painful. So right now we're just waiting for the swelling to go down. I'm using hot, not scalding hot of course, but hot wet compresses. And I'm trying to do that several times a day for as long as he'll let me. He's being pretty calm about all of this most of the time. And I'm doing that probably 3-4 times a day right now. And my sweetheart, good boy. At one point yesterday when I had the hot compress on him, with a little bit of pressure when I was moving it just to make sure I had it in the correct spot over his jaw, it seemed like a little bit of abscess kind of squirted out into his mouth because he immediately opened his mouth like he was kind of, not gagging, but like he had unexpected stuff in his mouth to kind of deal with, and he started licking his mouth, and kind of like he is right now. Like there was something in his mouth that he was working around in his jaw, and I think a little bit of the abscess may have come out after having the warm compress on it. So I think that's definitely helping a little bit at least. We talked to the vet today because we've never had to deal with an abscess like this before, and I didn't know how long it's safe to have his cheek all, packed with gunk. So we called the vet today. Our vet is awesome. He talked to us on the phone. It was really nice. Took his time with us. and he said that maybe in another 3 or 4 days after Scrubby's been on the antibiotic for a week, if the abscess is still not going down on its own,
take a visit to him.
that we'll call him and maybe go in, and maybe they'll go ahead and try to drain it again. One of the concerns we have is that because Scrubby is so old, we're going to have we'll have concerns with him going under general anesthesia, and he's going to have to do that at least once when he's well enough to go back in and have dental surgery and have the tooth removed. And I don't know if we took him in to have the abscess drained because it was still really bad and painful. I don't know if they would go ahead and put him under general and take the tooth out that day, or if they would put him under general to drain it, or just try to give him a little bit of sedation, just light sedation. I'm not sure what they would do. See, sweetheart, you can see it's really swollen right there. You see Sadria's hand behind. Put your hand on behind his cheek right here. You can see where her hand is back there and how far his cheek is sticking out. So the warm compress, I'm just heating it up in a bowl of wet wash rag or a wash crag, whatever's working for you. And I do have him wrapped up in a towel, and that's not because he's not even trying to get away. He's a good boy. He's a really chill cat. The towel is for pee, because if it hurts him,
he has an accident.
He has an accident and wets himself. He's wet himself a couple times. He always wets himself when he goes to the vet because he's stressed out. Yeah, exactly.
He does not like going to the vet.
Not at all. So, kitty abscess tooth.
First time.
Gotta go to the vet. I have to say, there are a lot of people that treat abscesses at home, and if you can get to it and do the warm compresses and help drain it on its own, maybe that'll work for you. I don't know, but I wasn't comfortable, especially with Scrubby's advanced age. I wasn't comfortable letting that go at home. This is going to cost us several $100s by the time it's all done, and this is the way it's supposed to be. When our kids are sick, we take them to the doctor. When they need treatment, we get them treatment. This is the way it should be. And if you are just absolutely destitute and you have no way to pay for anything, and it gets like this, an abscess like this, you got to find a way. You got to find a clinic that's willing to work with you on a sliding scale, or go to shelters or rescues, do some research, try to call around. You got to find something from somebody, because abscesses can get really serious. The infection can spread worse, and especially with an older kitty cat like this. Did you get food on the towel?
Actually, he's just licking his own paw.
Oh, it's his paw there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, the towel was in the way. Looked like he was licking the towel. So you can see he's starting to groom himself again. He had stopped doing that, and that's one of the signs that something's really wrong. I don't know if you can see the dandruff kind of stuff there. It's because he had stopped grooming himself.
If they stop grooming themselves, that also means that something is wrong. And if they're very skinny, that means that they have stopped eating, and that's really bad.
Yeah, Scrubby lost about half a pound in just a few days, so that was pretty serious.
And also, if they're not moving around a lot, that also means that something is wrong.
Yes, it does.
Just like Scrubby isn't doing. He's not moving that much.
I'll keep trying to get a shot of his face so that you can see the difference. And it's all the way down to clear under here. You can just barely feel his jawbone underneath before the bulk of the abscess starts to get in the way, and this whole whole area here, all the way up to maybe
Sag base.
right here, the top of his jawbone under his eyes. It's all the way from there to under there. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll try to get back with you. If you guys have any suggestions for any safe home remedies that we can try, I'd be open to hearing about them. I've been reading about a few things, so. But if you have any more questions, while I'm kind of journaling this experience with him, let us know, and I can ask the vet when we go in again, or I'll let you know if we have that answer from any of our visits with the vet, whatever.
Can I say what does it say now?
What are you going to say, Sadria?
And also if you want to watch any future Foster the Feline videos that we do, be sure to subscribe if you want to watch some more videos that we make.
Yes, please do that. And if you find this video helpful at all, please give us a thumbs up. A thumbs up for Scrubby, our old man kitty cat.
Say bye-bye, Scrubby.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Scrubby.